take off right now from this planet. The new sound has been found in yo. I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in the music. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in the music. Born in the music. My brand new horizon, the world's in my hands and the sun's tantalizing. Grab hold of mine if you want some good time, and it's been too long and you need some unwinding. Woo! Shake it low, the new sound has been found, and yo, I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in a music. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in a music. Born in a music. Just don't stop. Born in a music. Born in a
It's the AFC Championship game, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Baltimore. It's the Texans and the Ravens, and it's coming up next.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it should be a great one, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all...
The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And able to get this out to the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the 7th overall pick in 2018 from Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Here's Allen. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Up the middle they go. Devine. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd down and 4. Now Allen. That one complete. It's tanked down. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now Allen. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Now a handoff up the middle. Devine down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Allen. Touchdown! Zay Flowers from 6 yards away. And the Texans are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
Now it's Jackson. On target to his man, Likely. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down. Here's Jackson. This is complete to Hawkins. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Hawkins. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now 2nd and 5. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Here's 3rd and 3. And the slot man goes in motion left. To throw is Jackson. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. In motion, the tight end. To throw, it's Allen. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. 2nd down and 6 now. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 46 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. To the air, Allen. Looking deep here for Flowers. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here now a 3rd and 20. Allen going to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Now a hit and a loose football. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Jackson now. He finds his man, complete. That's Hawkins. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
Jackson. Complete to Likely. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Jackson. No hesitation, goes right back to Likely. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Jackson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
1st down, Houston.
Flowers going to go in motion right. Allen now looks to throw. Got his man, Dell. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Allen. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's complete. It's Collins. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. Throwing now is Allen. Got a man and he hits him in stride. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal, as they've got it as we resume action. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself from the opposition so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 20-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Hawkins. Here is 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Now Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 6. They go play action with Jackson. This is caught by Hawkins. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 27-yard line. Back to throw. Jackson. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Flowers going to go in motion right. Now Allen. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Here's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Flowers. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 2nd and 6. Allen off the play fake. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. In motion left, Flowers. Now Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 42. Up the middle they go. Devine down inside the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll keep it on the ground. Devine. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
This one left side caught by Collins.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
2nd and 5.
To throw, it's Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's Flowers. A 5-yard pass on 1st down and another 5-yard connection there.
Here's the first carry of the game for Zach Moss. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Devine. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal.
Delson in motion.
Looking to throw. Allen.
They'll run the screen with Moss.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Texans are able to add on to that lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes our score 17-0. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And a good return, but he pays the price at the end of it as he's picked up and thrown down. Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive.
They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. To throw is Jackson. A quick throw, but incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's Jackson. This is complete to Hawkins. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Jackson from the shotgun. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Quick strikeout wide by Jackson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 2.
At the 46-yard line.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action. 2 minutes to play. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
A short one there, caught by Likely.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and a couple.
At the Texans' 31-yard line.
Jackson.
No hesitation, goes right back to Likely.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That's another Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. And he whips that one incomplete there.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Walker with a grab, left side. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now it's Jackson. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
But first, time to look ahead to the NFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers squaring off against the Los Angeles Rams.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. Pushing his way through, and they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Raven offense set to start this 3rd quarter. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Devine. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 57 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And that's the kind of run you get when you know Super Bowl berth is in sight. They've got the lead. It's the second half. All those weeks of wear and tear in your body just go away. He's running with purpose now.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Now a give, right side. Devine. And he is going to lose yardage here. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Allen. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. Boswell's kick is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd down and 3. They go play action now. Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Hawkins. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Slot man moves right. To throw again is Jackson. The quick feet by Jackson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Jackson now. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Now Jackson. Complete to Likely on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They go play action with Jackson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On the handoff, this is Swift. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
On 23 yards of him.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. With the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now Allen. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This will be fielded at the 17. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Only a couple there, so he'll be brought down about the 28. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Throwing is Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Here's Allen to throw it. And this is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To throw, it's Allen. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They'll run on 1st down. Devine. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Devine. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Now a handoff up the middle. Devine. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Here's Jackson. This is complete to Hawkins. That'll give him 8 that time. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Texans will take over. In motion left, Flowers. Allen going to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away, not intercepted.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Allen now looks to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that, with a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter. This possession, gigantic. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Jackson. And Walker with it over the middle. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Jackson. And he fires one, but incomplete. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Allen.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Now Allen. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And again, it's Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag.
Ball start, offense.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. On play action, Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I can put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now it's Jackson. Right side, there's Likely with it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now it's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. That is caught. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hawkins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Jackson now. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds. That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. And Jackson throwing once more. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Play action. It's Jackson. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Defense.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. First and goal. Swift. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Now Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They'll run with Swift. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And now out comes Houston. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the fourth quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Devine. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. And as they take that knee, you can hear a pin drop in this stadium right now, partner.
I'd say you can hear a pin drop except for one thing. You're hearing a lot of people on cell phones right now calling and saying, cancel my reservation, because this crowd thought they were going to the Super Bowl. They had trips planned, hotels, reservations, the whole deal. That's all wiped out now.
So, Charles, oh so close on one side to getting to that Super Bowl. Oftentimes, we just show the stage and the glitz and the glamour and the confetti. You sometimes forget about those guys going home. It's got to be tough.
It's got to be beyond tough, because finding a way to steel yourself, make that resolve to come back and do it again, because it took a lot of work just to get to this point. It's going to be a difficult offseason for them. Let's see how they bounce back.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.